I thought I'd drop by here for a minute. I happened to watch Two Lees in a Pod last night, and they had something a little disturbing that came on there that they had taken a snapshot of a comment, and apparently part of their show was being shown on another channel, and this comment that showed up on the bottom of the screen, the words were changed by somebody that had commented on her or their live chat, and it is disturbing because, and they were able to, they don't know exactly who did it, but they know two of the channels that it appeared on. Seems like there's a couple channels out there that either borrow from each other or whatever's going on, but somebody out there is grabbing comments and changing the verbiage on them. It's not a good thing for these channels to do, and I don't know what YouTube policy is when that happens. Matter of fact, there was what you consider a watermark on one of these where you can tell that it had been changed. And so what they did is they went back to the original video that they'd put up and compared it to what was actually said. And it was different. And as far as I know, that same thing still appears on one or two other channels out there. So for you people that have been on my channels, if you see your comments that are on somebody else's channel, they've never gotten permission from my channel to do that. Also, as far as I know, and I know Lisa didn't give anybody permission to grab them either. So I don't know why they think it's okay to change the actual words in somebody's comment. That's what I'm saying. All I'm trying to do is just get the word out to you. Take a look at what you said on their channels. If what you said appears on somebody else's channel, and like I say, there's a couple out there that are going over the different videos out, whether it be my video or Lisa and Tori, on Two Lees in a Pod. It could very well be Super Dave when he puts up a chat. Now I retain a copy of all my stuff, but I don't necessarily have a copy of your comments except on what shows up on here. So I'm not sure how we can all keep them straight. Now, right now, I do have, on anything that appears on my channel, I do have, the copy is on here yet. Now, I haven't taken any of them down. And I don't think they can change them while they're in place. I think they have to take them off as like a snapshot and take them into their studio, change the verbiage, and then they re-hang them. It's kind of like you would do if you were doing a IA satire or something. So it is possible to do all those things. On this one, they screwed up because, like I say, there's a watermark in there that shows what was going on, and it's a matter of trying to trace down who actually changed it. But they are appearing on other channels. Two of them that we're aware of, I think. So I guess my word out today is, if for some reason your comments end up on somebody else's channel where they're discussing it, make sure it's really what you said. I don't know how much better to put it. But anyway, lately, as far as I know, I think the umbrella guy and Megan have been discussing these things on their live shows that they have on a regular basis. So it might appear on theirs, and I don't know if you've made comments on some of these other channels or not. I know I've had snapshots of things that were on mine or comments that I've made on other channels that people that were in the chat had said they were going to take and do a snapshot on them and take them back to apparently Jeremy. But I don't know if they're giving them to other people as well or just what's going on there. I just want to make you aware of it, especially if you see some of these guys coming from other channels and they start making threats about what they're going to do with what's being said on there. It's kind of a dirty pool, I think, for them to do something like that. So with that, I'm going to let you go today. I really didn't have a whole lot to say. I don't want anybody out there to get overly worried about it. It's just one of those things. The comments are the hardest things to save. Like if I take this down and put it somewhere, the comments don't necessarily save it. And I've got to learn how to screenshot it, I guess, and save it that way. Maybe I can find out from some of the other people that are putting shows up there. Other than that, that's about all I got to say today. You know, you got crappy people out there doing crappy things, and I guess they're going to do what they're going to do. I was kind of hoping things would calm down during the holiday season, so that these aren't wars or anything. You know, this neighbor dispute that took place should have never grown out of Otter Creek. Shouldn't have. And all these things that are in the court right now, they'll be settled eventually. So I'm not sure what we're accomplishing out here by throwing rocks around. I know we've tried to show actual proof on the different channels or guided you to the proof, and it seems a lot of people don't want to listen to it. And I can tell by the comments in mine, by the comments, the way they were made, that they haven't actually listened to my channel. They're just mouthing words they heard somewhere else and brought them in. And I get berated because I won't answer something, or they don't like the answer I gave or whatever. And the only answer I've got for that is, don't bring it in. And, you know, I've welcomed different opinions different times, but I don't welcome somebody starting a fight with me or somebody else that's in my chat or anything else. That's not what I'm here for. And I've mentioned at different times how I felt about the different players in here. I haven't changed my mind. I'm doing everything I can to level the field of or equality of the legal system. You know, when I started looking at how one-sided it was, and the bully tactics that were being used, it's just not a good way to go through life. You know, and I've said over and over, the morality of following the Lord and the laws of man sometimes don't mix that well. You pretty well have to follow both if you can. I don't know how else to put it. You know, there's just a lot of people that have a nasty disposition, and they'll do anything they can to make it look as if their side is truth. I think people need to use common sense. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to still continue following Two Leaves in a Pod because they've done everything they can to get the whole story, not just pieces of it. in not one sentence. They bring all the sentences, the conversation incomplete. They don't show you a piece of it. They show it all to you. And it seems like there's so much backbiting going on, you just can't get through it. So I don't know. I wish all of you to have a Merry Christmas. It's going to be coming up here pretty quick. Tomorrow's the first day in December, I think. And we're headed for a holiday that celebrates Christ's birth. And by the way, you know, the wise men brought Christ gifts. They didn't have much when he was born. And so judging people by what they have is not necessarily a good way to base your judgment. I guess I'm done for the day. Plus, I'm a little tired today too. But I'll talk to you later when I get a chance. And please have a good day out there. And try to be kind. We don't have to be in these nasty moods all the time. It don't pay. It'll bring you down. It really will. With that, John says, ta-ta. That's the way I'm going to do it too.